Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another edition of American Pickerman. This is Season 6, Episode 26, and what's probably going to be the season closer because next weekend I'm going to be busy, and the weekend after that I'm going to be out of town, so this is probably going to wrap it up. But don't worry, I still plan on doing a couple of things during the winter, maybe a contest, so stay tuned. You know, you don't want to miss a contest. Anyway, this past weekend, Friday, got absolutely nothing. Went out there for 4 hours and got a great big nil, nothing, zip.
0. Zip. Nothing.
But Saturday, fortunately, turned out to be a pretty good day.
Wow. Yippee. Unfreak. Unbelievable.
And we've got enough for, you know, a fairly good season finale here. Nothing over the top.
Again, Sean pushes the referee, and then the kick.
But some good items that we should all take a look at about right now. So let's get right to it here. Starting off with something that's not too exciting, but it bought it just the same. It's a Parker. It's a Parker mechanical pencil. Mechanical pencil. It's unused. It's nothing fancy. It's from I think it dated in 1985, so it's not that old either. But it was only 50 cents, and I really didn't think I was going to get much of anything, so I bought it. And hopefully maybe go for 10 or 15. Let's do jewelry right off the bat. I don't have much to show you, but let's take a look here real quick. Yeah, so not too much to show you, just the two pieces there and a watch. So, which is that is watch jewelry? I guess it is. So I threw that in there because that makes 3 things to look at instead of 2. Anyway, let's move on. So the piece here, the one you saw earlier, this weighs about 0.7 ounces, I think it was. It's sterling. I don't know what kind of stone that is, or if it's just a agate kind of polished rock, whatever. But it looks nice, doesn't it? It looks like I'm picking something out of my teeth there. Anyway, so I paid $5 for that, which, you know, for milk value, considered not a great find or a great buy, but it's kind of a nice ornate kind of a piece, even though it's kind of, I don't know if you can tell, it's got some weird bends, and maybe I'll have to try and straighten that out. I don't know, but I'm guessing maybe I could sell it as is, a piece of jewelry for maybe 20 to 25, maybe $30. So not bad in all. But for $1, this was a much better find, because this is like 1.5 ounces, this bracelet, and of course that's sterling. Paid $1 for that, like I just said a second ago, and milk value, of course, would be around you know, $15 or so, but I might try and sell that one as well. I don't know. Now this one is the, what was it called? It was a Raymond wheel watch, which I took a flyer on this. It was $2. I'd never heard of the name brand before, but it was a nice looking watch and very good condition. It looks like it hadn't been worn too much. Well, you saw the picture, and didn't it look good? It looked good to me. And I thought, but you know, why not do a scratchy ticket thing here? And I did. And this same watch sold for $125 on the Bay. So hopefully I can get, you know, 75 to 100 for that, and yeah, get a new battery in it, and we'll let her fly, see what happens. For $1 a piece, I bought some new wardrobe pieces for myself. Not really, because I'm not big into football jerseys. I like football, but I don't think I've ever worn a football jersey in my life. Not true. I did in high school, but I didn't play football. I just bought a jersey. Anyway, here's old. These are all you know, older ones slightly, but they still have the tags on them. See, tag. And it's Reggie Bush from the Nowla Saints. So we got that, and these will all go for, well, this is probably the best one of the bunch, and hopefully get 15, 20 for that. The rest of these will probably be lucky if they get 10, but they were only $1, and I took a shot. Ellis of the Warriors, and I don't follow basketball, so I don't even know the dude's first name. Don't know. This is kind of an interesting one here. Nash, I forget his first name. Pete, John, Jimmy, I don't know. I should know. I should know that guy. And there, let me show you. Yeah, that's who it is. Anyway, so the problem is, he was never number 13 on the Lakers. So this is like a rare error shirt here. So it's still only worth. I don't. You know what? Because it's the wrong number. I don't know that it's worth anything. But if it's worth anything, it's worth $10. And then I got picked up 2 of these same ones with Jovanovski of some hockey type team. You know, it must be down south because, well, see, there's a palm tree. Anyway, I'm just kind of being rambly here this morning. It's a Monday morning, and although I did get a good night's sleep, I'm a little fuzzy brain this morning. Anyway, it's a good looking jersey, hockey, and hopefully get 10 to 15 for those two. So I get that one, and then I've got this much nicer folded one right here. Yeah. So that's those. What else we got here? Oh, here, watch. For $5, the lady said she wanted a quarter piece for these. I said, how about $5 for all of them? And she was just too happy to get rid of them. It's a box of 45s. Yeah, I know. Joe bought another box of 45s. That must be about 10,000 45s he's got now. Maybe not quite that many, but certainly more than I'll ever sell before I die. And so I went all through these and couldn't find information on some of them. Most of them are just commons and worth only $1 or $2 a piece, but I did find a few decent ones in here. Nothing fantastic, unfortunately. You know, I'm always hoping for $100 in there. But you know, here's Jimmy Clanton. Go Jimmy, go! Go Jimmy, go! Go Jimmy, go! That's worth 5 to 10. And we got Billy Williams. I cried for you. And all these are worth like 5 to 10. I'm not even sure why I'm showing them to you, because they're just little, you know. Isn't that exciting? A record in a piece of paper. Look, a record in a piece of paper. Look, a record in a sleeve. Anyway, you get the idea. There was a bunch of, Telstar by the Tornadoes. I love that song. And here, this was fun. I like to find this was within there. It's a opening special, a jumbo 1/3 pint ice cream sandwich from your friends at FW Woolworth. FW, yeah, FW Woolworth, 9 cents. Wow, I don't know if that's worth anything. I have my doubts, but it's kind of cool to find in there. Oh, look, it's sincerely Jerry Miller. Now, is Jerry Miller somebody famous that they said, hey, I came up to your Woolworths counter there and I signed this for you. You take it home and put it in a frame. So if anybody knows who Jerry Miller is, but only if he's famous, not like if he's your neighbor that smokes outside at night, you know, on the porch. But if he's somebody famous, let me know, and you know, then I'll know that I've got an exciting autograph on an exciting piece of advertising. Anyway, that's it. So you know, there's a couple $100 worth of records in there, but one of those things that certainly down at the bottom of the stack of important things I want to get rid of. Yeah, a lightsaber. Paid $1 for that. I don't know. I thought these were worth a little bit more, but they're only worth like you know, $5 to $10. So there must be just too many of them out there. But Halloween's coming, and maybe somebody will want one of those for $10. So, so the first stop of the day on Saturday. I was getting ready to leave this yard sale without purchasing anything, and then somehow we got talking about something. This lady and I, and she said she had these old dishes. She hadn't quite got unpacked. You know how it is when you get there at 8 o'clock and it's like everybody's like, oh, I just woke up, sorry I'm not ready yet, all the tables are still in the garage, all the boxes are still in the garage, but you're welcome to dig through, which I'm usually okay with, but sometimes boxes are packed so tight that you really can't get a good look at anything. You don't want to spend an hour there digging out and doing their job for them. So anyway, this lady said she had some old dishes, and I thought, well, I don't usually, you know, I'm not big on dishes because I don't know a lot about dishes other than I put my food on there and then eat that food. But I thought I'll take a look because who knows what I'm going to get today after Friday of getting nothing. And so she showed me this. Well, it was a big box first, and then inside the box was this. Oh my God, 110-pound, you know, tin can of shortening, which didn't have shortening in it. It had the dishes. It was still about 50 or 60 pounds worth of dishes, it seemed like, anyway. So we started digging through there, and there was this. Well, we only dug through the top because it would have taken quite a while to get through the whole thing. And she said it was all the same dishes in there anyway, and I took her word for that. And I was actually hoping there'd be something better on the bottom, but there wasn't. Anyway, so what was in there was this. Ooh. Yeah, it's like 60 pieces of this Federal glass. Yeah, I looked at it and I saw the Federal symbol on there. Ooh. And I knew Federal, although I thought Fenton? Nah, Federal. No, Fire King? No, Federal. Anyway, and it was Federal. So anyway, this is it's not a particularly lovely pattern or sought after pattern, but it is a pattern nonetheless, and it's called Clover Blossom. Here's a better look at the little pattern. Ah. Yeah, isn't that a fine picture. Anyway, so yeah, I got soup bowls, I got little cereal bowls or berry bowls as they're sometimes called, cups, saucers, and you know, plates. So anyway, all that. I paid $35 for it. She said, I said, well, she didn't know what she wanted. I said, how about 30? She said, how about 40? I said, how about meet in the middle at 35? And she jumped on that, so I did as well. So got those for $35. Not a great pattern, like I said. It's going to take a long time to get rid of these. Somebody's got a set of basically what I showed you on eBay, and they're only looking to get $40 for it. So that being the case, if I was to sell it out as a lot like that, I'm barely making my money back. So I may have to resort to selling individual pieces, and doing that you can get maybe 4, 5-ish, 6-ish a piece for that. If you want to get rid of them quickly, you can get more. I mean, in replacements.com has got them for $10 a piece, and then more for the bigger plates and whatnot. Anyway, so not a great find, but it was something to show you, and I was hoping, and anyway, like I said, I was hoping there'd be something different at the bottom, but there wasn't. It was all just that set all wrapped up in 1984 newspapers from Goodland, Kansas. So there, how's that? Anyway, so the cooler thing is that makes it a little better is that tin, this guy, that, you see it, I'm not gonna pick that up again. It's full of all the old newspapers. That will probably go for probably $30 to $40. So get my money back. I don't know who's going to want to pay shipping on that, so maybe I'll just do a local sale, but I don't know. Anyway, 30 to 40 on that gets all my money back, and then I can just put these up there and sell them within the next 15 to 20 years. Also at that same sale, for the $35, we're tossed in a couple of other pieces that she had there. These are Dryden, made in Kansas, I think, somewhere. A creamer and a sugar bowl, which I thought was supposed to have a lid, but no lid, unfortunately. It doesn't really matter either way. They're not worth any more than about $10 for the set. And lastly, from the gal, this Carvecraft teapot, cute little teapot. It's got a couple little problems though. It's got a couple of chips out of there, which I don't really need to show you because they're just chips. And a teapot. Anyway, so I might get, who knows, $5 or $10 for that as is. It's a nice decorative old piece, and it's probably still usable, but not by me. So there. Ha. For $1, picked up a few games here, and I'll show them to you now. This is called The Resistance. It's Don Eskridge's game, but I bought it for $1. And this is probably something we're going to try at work. It's supposed to be able to be like 6 to 10 people or something. It's one of those games where you have to interact and stuff. We'll see how it works out. If not, I think I can sell it for $10. The other games I picked up were a couple of Avalon Hill bookshelf games, bookcase games, bookshelf anyway. This one I thought would actually be the moneymaker, the Arab-Israeli Wars, Tank Battles in the Mideast, 56 to 73. I thought that might be, $20, $30, but no, only about 10. This one, which I wasn't going to buy because I thought it wasn't going to be anything, actually turned out to be the better of the two, the outdoor survival game.
Day 5. We've pretty much ran out of meat. We're drinking our own urine.
Yeah, so that was $1 again. But this one goes for about 15 to 20, so a little bit better. Not great on the games, but And what's a week of yard sailing without buying a few books that I know probably aren't going to be worth anything, but I simply find myself compelled to buy. We got a few here, and not really so bad. I paid 50 cents a piece for these, so really not even the price of a scratch ticket. In Darkest Africa, Stanley and Livingston. Sadly, it's only one volume. This is volume 2 of a 2-volume set, but still, it's in pretty good condition, and will probably go for 15 to 20. Sadly, it didn't have the map. There's a little pocket there for a map. No map. Map would have made it much better, but alas, no map. From 1939, aircraft engine maintenance book. Again, 50 cents for that, and it's got all the information you need to keep your 1939 aircraft, flying high and fast through the clouds. Looks like this goes for about, I think it was $10 to $20. So, and lastly, Jackanapes, I guess this is called, by Juliana Horatio Ewing. Kids book. Actually, this is a library book from the St. Louis I'm going to say that means prehensile. No, I think it means preschool. So just an old book. This one's from 1906. Not a first printing or anything, but I couldn't find the exact match on this. No, I could not. But I'm guessing this will go for, based on other sales of particular similar books, maybe 10 to 15 on that as well. So not horrible, but again, no zingy big high sellers. Nothing big this week. What else? For $1, picked up this imported Windsor Canadian Supreme. I'm not sure what this is. Here. Yeah, that's what it looks like when it's lit up in the dark. I don't know if this is supposed to be, you know, sitting on your bar, maybe put a bottle of Windsor on top of it, because it would be just kind of a sin to put some other bottle on there when it says Windsor Canadian right there. Anyway, so you put your bottle on there and it probably makes it look all glowy and cool. I didn't have a bottle of Windsor Canadian on hand, or I would have taken a picture to let you know and see, you know, just how cool that would look, but you're just going to have to imagine how cool that would look. Here, look, I found out this by accident. Top comes right off. Exposing bulb. Anyway, so I paid $1 for that and could not find an exact match, but I'm guessing maybe 10 to 15 on that. So again, nothing fantastic. Nothing fantastic, no. And to close the week, you know, I can't really say I had a find of the week, so I'll just call this the find of the week, even though it's really not. I just got to squeeze that beautiful song in there somewhere. So look, it's the find of the week. Find of the week. It's made by Marhill. It's a little compact purse, a little purse there, yeah. And you open it up, and what do you find? You got your powder, you got your lipstick, which you know, it's attached, and then you got to pull the thing out there, and then you know you apply lipstick as you do. And then here's, and in this thing is a little comb, and there's a little powder applicator, and in here, see if I can spill this all over. See if I can even get it open. Nope, I can't. Anyway, inside there's some powder, which, you know, really, did you need to see that? But it's kind of cool. This mirror folds down, and so you got a storage for some cash, or, you know, your credit cards, driver's license, what have you. So it's kind of a neat little thing, in good condition. Very fancy, you know, mother of pearl top on there. Look at how it shines and glistens like a rainbow in your mind. And some hand-painted ornate stuff on there. And to go along with it, as if that weren't enough, it's a cigarette case, which is, you know, when you say cigarette case, you think of the kind that fold out and have the nice exposed cigarette sitting there for you to just take one out. This is like a hard box. Yeah, you put your Marlboro in there. Hey, lady, give me one of them Marlboros. Anyway, so it's a matching piece with the lovely ornate and the mother of pearl that glistens, and on top as well, glistening. So I paid $10 for the two of those. Couldn't find one of these. Found the other type, of which I told you. Anyway, found a similar, actually found a very similar one to this one, just didn't have the ornateness on it. Also wasn't in as good a shape as mine. So, and that went for like $30 or $40. So I'm thinking this, I'm going to try and get $75 to $100 for that. I probably won't, but if I don't say it's worth that much, then it's not really much of a find of the week, is it? No, I'm just kidding. I think I can get $75 for it probably, especially if I put it up and you know, I'm patient and put it up for $75 and then wait a little closer to Christmas. It could well go out the door for that. And speaking of out the door, I think that's it. I have nothing else to show you. So, you know, I could sit here and ramble a little more, but you've got things to do. I've got things to do. Thanks for, you know, sticking with me for another year. And like I said, there'll still be a few things through the winter to look out for. And I guess I'll see you then. Stay tuned for updates on a few things that sold last week. A couple of good things there. And other than that, hey, everybody have a good off season. And we'll see you in the spring, if not earlier. See ya.